Yeah, I'm not religious. So these terms, okay, so how can I say this? It's it's like an inner knowing that there's a higher power, and I've become creative with how I decorate this higher power, how I place this power in my life. And where I place this power is at a high pedestal. I've literally dedicated my life to serving this high power. But how can I say this? When I first started getting into spirituality, I kind of had a battle with the knowledge of God. I had a battle with it because, society wants to say, oh, because you're trans, or oh, because you're queer, or this and that and that and the third, you don't have God, or you're a devil, or you're a devil worshiping. All types of weird ass analogies with people that lack knowledge. Anywho. Yeah, I'm not religious. So I think society and these spiritual totems, these deities we've created to serve, which you have to understand, y'all, all that shit is real. All that shit is, people are creating deities. Groups of people are forging together groups of people are forging together to, so how can I say this? Basically, you sell your soul to a deity, or you sell your soul to a movement. Right? And these deities are forms of consciousness that actually activate. So the Christians, they're actually serving a God. The Muslims, they're actually serving a God. The folks that serve Ifa, I think it's Ifa or Ifa or something like that, they're actually serving a God, a deity. All these forms of religion, idealisms, are all serving deities. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with it. You just fully wake up to yourself and find out that I conformed. I conformed. I conformed to a way of looking at things. I conformed to a way of life. Which ain't nothing wrong with at all as well. 444 on the well, actually no, it's not 444 because the video cut, but this video said 444. So I just saw 444. Take it as a message for somebody if y'all pay attention to angel numbers. But yeah, it comes to a point where you're like, okay, well, I conformed. How can you evolve if you're conformed? It's so narrow, this journey. Because you can't conform, yet in a sense, you kind of are conforming. How can I say this? Because I don't want to because the journey is kind of contradicting. If you really, 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 really think about it, the journey is very contradicting. Well, actually, it's contradicting because people think that a spiritual woman or a woman of God is a church woman or a woman that garbs up, when that is not that is not the truth. And honestly, I think that's what, okay, so boom, the hidden truths, right? And how society has kind of targeted, how can I say this? The LGBT is the last. The LGBT is the last. So everybody else has kind of like, if they're, well, you have people that are allies to the movement. They're allies to the movement, so they support. And they understand. But then you have people that are not allies to the movement. The thing about it is it was going to take one of us to understand our true value and our true worth. I'm sorry, something's trying to block my throat chakra, but honey, we gonna keep fighting through it. And all you bitches sending me little spells and da-da-da-da. Bitch, they bouncing off like rubber bullets. Honey, I'm not feeling it. It's not hitting me. You're putting all that energy to try to stop me for no reason. I see what you're doing, though. Because little do you know, when you say my name, I'm in the room. When you even think about me, I pop up in the room. I'm an enlightened being. So when you think about me, you summons me. And I can either give you life or I can take it away from you. No, I don't mean to. Yo, I really do need a filter. My mouth is wild as fuck. But those that know me, I'm really not that. I'm not a mean person. And I don't go around threatening people. I don't. I just threaten those that threaten me. I'm not, yo, for real though. I'm like a Georgia's peach. Sweet. But I ain't sweet. Ain't sweet to it. I'm sweet, but I ain't sweet to it. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Child, we're going to uncover this. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take for us to unlock the codes together. See, this is my gift to the world. Because I know who I am. Is actually opening up myself to be able to grow with y'all. To be able to grow with everybody. Because I basically live in a motherfucking glass house. Everybody already all up in my business and bushes. I told you guy that I'm madly in love with life right now. You guy is so sweet, y'all. He is so. I always said that if a man can see me for who I am and love me for who I am and like put me up, like prop me up, you know, prop me up. If a man can just do that, he's gonna own the world. Cause he's gonna do something that no man has had the balls to really do. And that's, the girls that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of these chasers get with us because a lot of us are still on level 1. And we stay in puberty. We stay, how can I say this? When we transition, we're like babies, like genius babies, right? We're reborn. So you have these genius babies that don't never grow up. They don't ever grow up. It's the same gift that was given to females. It's that gift that keeps the feminine energy really, really intuitive, sentient, and connected to God. But yeah, I was saying, if a guy can see my worth, right? Because I see it. So, I'm not dating right now. Well, yeah, I'm not dating. New guy, he's a friend, and I have a crush on him. I have a crush on him. But he's really a sweet friend, and yeah, he's just changed my perspective on how I see men. It's kind of like, oh, well, how can I say it? It's kind of like, oh, well, not all men are bad. Or not all men are trying to fuck me for my energy, right? For my energy. Hold on, y'all. My ass spilling out. Because honestly, that's all I've, like, dealt with, y'all, is men trying to fuck me for what I can do for them, literally. And not enlightening to me what I'm doing for them. That shit is so sad. We really were not given the right tools. And it's like, you have, even in the community, you have some people that become enlightened and hold on, y'all. You have people that feel like, oh, well, we're enlightened. Now let's go crazy and become the monsters that hurt us. What? That's crazy. Why not? See, I understood to play my role as the feminine and understand that I don't have to speak. I don't have to do anything. I protect it. Because my heart is in the right posture. Good weed. Because my heart is in the right posture. It's like, as trans women, we have to learn how beautiful we are, our value. And we have to realize that we're the battery. We gotta realize that we are empowering so many people just by our journey, just by being who we are. We're empowering our family members. We're empowering friends. The list goes on and on. Associates, people we meet on the street. I had to take it back to when I was the outside looking into the trans experience. I remembered how people would make fun of these people, call them boys, and joke with them. You know, just joke about them, right? I remember. And being a neutral spirit, I've had the chance to sit in rooms where, because of who I am, because of the anointing that I hold, I've got to see behind the veil on how they think and how they feel about the trans community. And to them, we're just water. We're water. We're watering their plants with eternal anointing, literally. I have to get specific about the trans experience because I could never forget where I came from. I can never forget where I came from. I can never forget the elements that birthed me to manifest, to blossom into who I am in this time and space. A black woman. That has been given a second chance at life. At creating a life I could have never imagined was possible for me. I came to realize, oh, the LGBT community, we're the world. We're the rainbow collective. We're the rainbow after the storm. And so many people have seen that in us, and instead of propping us up and helping us, and I'm not saying that's everybody, because a lot of people do that. Like, I have a lot of people that are helping me now that they're a part of my community. They're part of the community, right? They may not be trans X experience, but they're part of the community, queer community. Through my journey, I've really learned that we're the last. We're the last to discover who we are.